Welcome back into the Petty Clinic Low T Bears Den. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Women's basketball. I don't know if you saw this, but I do know that you saw this. I know that you saw this past weekend. Baylor and UConn in a game that, well, gosh dang it, it definitely should have been. It should have been a national championship or a Final Four matchup. I know that much. Gino Auriemma knows that much. And I'm not happy, Bob. Not happy. Cam, our man Cam, just sent a tweet out, says, go watch Drake and JD live on YouTube, Sick'em 365. They're awesome. Cam, my guy. That's my guy right there. I'm not happy, Bob, after this base. If you want to keep playing that under without audio, I think the part that sticks out the most to me, like Dee is looking up at the big board, up at the scoreboard at one point in that video, and you can see just a millisecond of her just face turn when this play happens. I will say, when you watch it real time, fast motion, it doesn't look that egregious. To the point where the announcers weren't like, whoa, that's a foul immediately, right? It took everybody a second. To me, it was a close call at first glance from the angle that you get on TV. Like, looked like she took some contact there. Not sure if you called out on the last play of the game. Even Kim's immediate reaction. Remember the year where Kim throws the jacket behind the bench? I know a lot of folks want to forget about that. When Kim throws the jacket. So from Kim's angle and our angle, it didn't look awfully egregious on TV, right? Don't shoot the messenger here because we're about to change my tone. If you're the referee on the baseline, watch that. The official right there. There are two officials right there. She gets walloped. I mean, smacked in the face right there. Like I don't even want. We didn't have to talk about. Look at her face. Look at her face. Boom. Right to the nose, off the schnoz. Like, that's not straight up. Granted, it's not just overarching.
Yeah.
It's not just like I'm holding my arms over you. There's quite a bit of bend right there. Watch, right in the nose, boom. Right in the elbow, right in the nose. Then no way that shot's going in. And here's the deal. If I'm an official, I'm factoring in, okay, I get it, right? I get it. It's the last shot of the game. That's not the shot that you want. I don't think that's the shot. Kim Mulkey said she drew it up for Dejanay, that there was a play for either Nalissa or Dejanay. I think Dejanay could have passed it off to Nalissa right there for the game winner. That all noted, if you're an official, it doesn't matter if it's that wasn't a great shot to end the game. So what? A foul's still a foul. And if, as an official, even in real time, you can't see from the baseline that she got hit not just in the face, but also the elbow, again, it is not a high-quality shot. That's not the shot that Baylor wanted to end the game on. But a foul is still a foul. I'm not going to go out here and preach that the NCAA needs to make a new rule where fouls can be reviewed. I'm tired of reviews. Reviews go too long, and we review too much. If you watched the last of Michigan-UCLA last night, it lasted 45 minutes. The last minute and a half did, because there were so many timeouts, so many reviews, so many stoppages in play, and 17 commercial breaks. I'm not a fan of that. Nobody is. But this Baylor was up by 10. If Dee Richards does not get hurt, Baylor wins that game. Gino Auriemma would probably tell you the same thing. Gino shoots it pretty straight. Gino had no idea how UConn won the game. His post-game press conference, he was like, well, we won. You know? He was about as shocked as the rest of us were. But you watch that play over and over and over and over, and it's inexcusable that somebody would miss a call like that. I know we're going to talk about that for so long. We're going to beat a dead horse with that for so long. But just when you wrap it all up and put a bow on it, that can't happen. That can't happen with your best officiating crew in the Elite Eight. Not only that, the seeding, that should have been a national championship Final Four game. It should have, 100%. Women's basketball far outdrew the crowd, the reactions, I say the crowd, not in person, but the crowd via Twitter. So you think about Twitter, Instagram, the impressions. Women's basketball had far more impressions than men's did. It was a big, big week with UConn and Iowa and UConn and Baylor. Good basketball. That women's game, great basketball. Proved women's basketball is just as entertaining as men's. That said, when calls like that happen, that hurts women's basketball. Yeah, that's where it gets real. Calls like that are why folks don't watch the NBA anymore. Am I wrong? That's why I don't watch the NBA. Because crap like that happens all the time. I don't care for that. And when the entire world is watching women's basketball and that's what happens, not a good look. Not a good look. You can't miss that. And the nation is on Baylor's side, unless you're that one girl from ESPN with a UConn shirt on screaming on ESPN. That's a different story. Here's what Kim Mulkey had to say. Here's what Dejanay Carrington had to say in the postgame about that clip.
Hey, Dejanay, obviously in a game like this, when it comes down to the wire and maybe you don't feel like that you guys didn't lose the game on your own. It potentially came down to maybe a controversial call. How do you deal with that mentally as an athlete when something like that happens, when it very well could have been a foul called and, you go to the free throw line?
I mean, I personally don't see it as a controversial call. I've already seen the replay, and one girl fouled me in my face and one girl fouled me on my arm. So at that point, you can't do anything else. We drew up a play. Liz got fouled posting up, and I got fouled driving. So nothing we could really do about that situation in particular. But, turn the page.
Jerry Hill, Baylor Bear Insider. Dejanay, when Dee went out with the hamstring injury, they went on a big run to take the lead. How did you guys kind of, flip the switch and get back in it?
I mean, obviously you can never account for injuries happening. So that was tough for us. And Sarah got thrown into the fire, freshman in a big game. I don't know. We just tried to weather the storm. We've always had things thrown at us this whole season and just had to play through them and battle. And that's what we did. We never gave up. We never thought that we were out of it.
Chad Conine, Waco Tribune Herald. Dejanay, they kind of threw the first punch tonight, got up by 12 early. What was the key to you guys battling back from that?
I mean, they were scoring in transition. They weren't scoring on us really too much in the half court. We knew that we had to guard the three-point line a little bit better. They got hot in the beginning, and we had to get back in transition. But I think once I came in, I was able to bring us a little bit of a spark on offense, and we got going in transition a little bit too, so that helped.
Hey, Dejanay, Doug Feinberg, the Associated Press. Great game tonight. I'm sorry about the ending. Just talk about your guys' defensive effort. After that first quarter, you seemed to lock in, and you especially had a great block or two and a steals. Just talk about the defensive effort you guys had tonight.
That's what we've been built on all season. That's what Coach Mulkey has built this program on, is defense. And in the beginning, as we already discussed, we weren't locked into the defensive schemes and things like that. So, we talked about it, and we just knew, play harder. We got to play harder. Play like this could be your last game you ever play in your life. So I think people just locked into that.
Hi, Kim. Lindsay Schnell from USA Today. Tremendous season, first of all. What did you draw up in the huddle, and what did you see when Dejanay drove the ball from where you were standing?
What did you see?
I was surprised they didn't call a foul.
Then write it like that. You don't need a quote from me. I've got steal shots and video from two angles. One kid hits her in the face and one kid hits her on the elbow. And she was one of the options, if you're wanting to know what I drew up. One option was for Nalissa, and the second option was for her.
Hey, Coach, Mandy Knight, Fox 44. We just obviously got done speaking with Carrington, and she says tape doesn't lie about what you could see on that call. So you can't change the end of this game, how it ended, but is there something that can be done in the future about a review or something when a play like that happens that obviously can impact the final game score?
It'll never happen. It doesn't matter, well, we missed the call. Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you write. It doesn't matter what I say. It doesn't matter what we saw. It doesn't matter what we think. Life goes on.
Chad Conine, Waco Tribune Herald. Kim, can you speak to the impact of Dee having to leave the game with the injury? Did she think she could come back? And was it just immediately obvious that she wasn't going to be able to go?
Were we up about 10 at that point? I think we were up double figures at that point when she went down, and I knew it had to be a hamstring because that's what she grabbed. And swung the whole momentum. Her injury, I'm so tired of injuries. Lauren Cox's injury in the national championship game, and we hung on and won that. Injuries are impactful. Injuries are impactful through the course of the year, but you have time to make it up. You don't have time to make it up in a game. And we went from being up 10 and a chance to extend the lead. You're on a roll. You got all momentum in your favor. And that changed the momentum, obviously. Anybody that watched it did. I was proud of our team. They kept fighting, and all you can do is ask for the opportunity to win it at the end. And I thought, what else could I do? All I can do is put it in the hands of two kids we think that can get fouled or score the ball. And guys, y'all can write the rest of the story.
Kim said, what'd you see? Porter was like, I thought I saw a foul. She's like, ride it that way. Woo-hoo-hoo! Gosh, Kim Mulkey. I love Kim Mulkey. Tell it like it is. Write it that way. Freaking Kim Mulkey. Hey, when we come back from this, we're switching it over to men's basketball. Jason King joins the show from Indianapolis. Jason is in Indianapolis. Oh, man. I'm excited for this. Jason King from Sikkim 365 joins up next to talk a little bit more Baylor men's hoops. That was Kim Mulkey in the press conference following an egregious no call. This, Drake Toll, Armstrong Sims, is Up-Tempo.
And then there were 4 on both the men's